Welcome to my channel. My name is Benji Travis. Today we're going to be teaching you guys how to make a pour over. So if you guys don't know, it's one of the most old school ways of creating a great cup of coffee. I'll go through all the tools that you need. This is the Hario V60. Obviously some coffee. We've got some coffee from my friends at Cafe Luso. So you're gonna need some kind of container to put your coffee in. You know what I like about this? You can make your coffee right into a mug if you wanted. We have a paper filter. I bought these from Hario V60. I'll be putting all the links to everything down below. Also, we've got a kettle with a gooseneck spout on it. If you want to be really advanced and really accurate, you're gonna need some kind of scale, some digital scale. Also, I've got a bean grinder because I use whole beans. The fresher your beans are, the better it's gonna taste. Trust me. I'm using the Baratza Encore. You can use whatever you want. So let's just start the pour over. First things first, get your water boiling. It's not quite boiling yet, so I'm gonna prepare the beans. Like I said, I have whole beans here. The ratio I use for beans to water is 24 grams of ground beans to 360 grams of water. So first things first, I'm gonna weigh out the beans and then grind it. So I've got my setting to about 16 on this grinder. What you're gonna wanna get is between a coarse and a medium fine grind. Every grinder is different, and every coffee bean is gonna yield a different type of flavor depending on the grind. You're gonna wanna actually rinse your filter out. This is a paper filter, so sometimes rinsing is gonna help get some of those flavors of the paper out. I'm gonna put it into my Hario V60. I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse this out. You don't need that much water, but you want enough to not only heat up your vessel, but also the cups you're gonna be using. So after it's sat for a little bit, I'm gonna be putting it into the mugs I'm gonna be using so it heats up the cup a little bit. My water has been boiling, my coffee is ground, and I'm ready to go. Make sure you take the water out of your coffee mugs. You're gonna take your coffee out, put it into your paper filter, reset your scale. You're gonna first pour 100 grams of water just to help the coffee grounds bloom a little bit. At this point, I'm gonna let it sit for about 30 seconds. I like to take a little spoon and just kind of slightly mix to make sure all the water hits all the coffee. After about 30 seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and continue pouring water. As you can see, the gooseneck spout is very important so that you have a nice clean pour into your paper filter with the grounds in it. I'm gonna slowly pour for about the next minute, and you're always watching your scale to make sure you don't put too much water. About 250 grams, I'm gonna let it sit for about 1 minute. So I'm gonna return to pouring, and I'm gonna keep pouring until the scale shows 360 grams. Once that is done, you're gonna let it drip till it's almost gone. It's just about done, but I don't want those last drops to get in there. So I'm gonna remove it and put it into a bowl. Pour it out into your cups, make sure that water is gone. The perfect way to make coffee at home without making too much. That's the pour over method, you guys. Try it out. I'll put all the links down below for all the things that I use to make pour over at home, especially if you're just making coffee for yourself. No need to have crazy appliances though. Also, I've got this container here. What would you call this, Austin?